My name is Nupur, and I moved to Canada in 2018. I was in an abusive relationship. I was alone here and I was struggling. And I think what ended up happening was I went from a very happy-go-lucky person to someone I did not recognize. I was sad. I had anxiety attacks. I was scared to be happy because I'd laugh and I'd be like, my life's gonna come crashing down. It started 6 months into the relationship. It started with him calling me things that nobody has ever called me my entire life or will ever call me. It was humiliating and insulting, and I put it across being like, he's insecure. I was doing a lot better than him, financially and work-wise. I think it was just where I felt that maybe it was an ego thing. When I found myself being educated, knowing what's better, and still finding myself in that situation, and I know the amount of shame I went through. It took me I never told anyone in the 6 years that what was happening to me. And my parents didn't know, my best friend didn't know, nobody knew. And once I moved out, I was like, no, I need to see someone. And that's how I came to Calgary Counselling Center. I was just scared because something happened last year where there was just fear overtook me. And I was like, how can someone who's not part of my life have so much control over me? I need to believe in myself. I need to have faith. I learned to recognize patterns. So I recognize that, okay, if I become anxious and I'm grasping at things and all of that, I know I'm going down a dark path. So I need to do something to change it. So being able to recognize, okay, this is not good for me. I need to walk away from this. One of my most valuable things that I took away from counseling is that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to be weak. And it's okay that I think it takes a lot of strength to being like, I need help. I need to talk to someone. And I think that was and like I said, I realized I'm pretty strong. I'm a lot stronger than I give myself credit for. So yeah, those were the two most valuable things that I took away from counseling. It is that space where you come and you know nobody's going to judge you, and you're going to have this conversation and be like, hey, this is what happened in my life and this is what happened and all of those things, and you'll have someone who'll be honest and validate things for you. And I think I wouldn't have been able to do that on my own because I was like, people go through it. Like I would always push it under the rug and being like, people go through it, like it happens, like this is what life is about. But I learned what healthy patterns are. I was able to recognize, no, this is not how life should be. Yes, people can have arguments, but arguments don't need to lead to abuse or, kicking each other out of the house. You can have a conversation. You can agree to disagree respectfully. I have my good days and I'll have my bad days, and that's how the dice rolls. So I think it's just of how I would approach my relationships is from a very realistic point of view and be able to stand up and walk away. And the one thing that I'm not going to do, that I've always done, is make excuses for someone else. There is no reason for anyone to behave badly with anybody. And I'm not going to make excuses for anyone, is the way I see it.